We first came to this event because it was suggested by my wife. I was a little skeptical at first, and what I did was I did a lot of research on Lee. I went through a lot of the deals that he put on online, and also went through a lot of the videos that he had available and some of the podcasts. And I realized that he is really doing these deals. And so I wanted to learn from somebody who was really moving up in this industry, not only from a business perspective, but also from a real estate perspective.
The reason why I came to this event was to be able to scale the business in a way that we're not tied to it, and learning what tasks to delegate and which tasks to keep on our radar. And then to also just reiterate what our skill sets are and what tangible roles we play in the business, and so we're not stepping on each other's toes. So Lee definitely taught us that with his organizational structure, with the roles and responsibilities, and the consistency in completing tasks that need to happen at a day-to-day basis.
Lee is definitely the real deal.
Lee is the real deal. And
the real deal.
Why I know that is the transparency in his answers. Really pulling us to think outside of the box and to leave our ways that we came here and say, stop doing that. It was a tough love session that I think every investor that wants to scale up or wants to just be more efficient in the way that they do their business, they needed to hear that from someone that's actually doing that level of business and enjoying it still. He doesn't seem exhausted or angry, or he's working, but he has a system in place that allows him to almost enjoy the work that he does.
And from every different perspective and every different session, I really got something that could really benefit my business. And not only in my real estate business, but also in any other business I decide to set up. And so Lee is definitely the real deal, because he just really is helping us with the roadmap to help us to grow our big business. I think that a couple aha moments is really just understanding my strengths and my weaknesses and being able to admit them. And I think that one of the things that as a husband and wife and business partners, we both realize we have roles, and understanding how to divide those roles and understanding how to set those tasks up, and understanding that when either one of us can't do certain things, and we need to hire other people to really help us. That's one of the hardest things for someone to do, is be able to let go of their tasks that they do every single day. And so understanding that as not only a business, but as a couple as well, it's really hard. So I think you really helped us out with that.
I think one of my biggest aha moments, I can be analytical and almost too analytical sometimes, but he said something that was so powerful: know what the property will sell for. It always has a price. I mean, it's so basic, but it's so profound in the way that we evaluate wholesale deals, or we put something on the market when it's rehab. Know the price, know the market, change with the market, and he describe so many tangible ways that I don't have to be super analytical if I'm looking at the market and looking at the price point that the deal will sell at. I know that may not make any sense, but Lee was able to explain that concept and take all of the numbers away from some things that are just right in front of you, to evaluate deals better and to price them better.
The facts don't lie.
The possibilities that I think that we can incorporate into our business from Lee's experience is, number one, delegating, and be okay with delegating the work, but knowing how to train the new team members that will join our business, and feel confident in letting go, but training them so that they can be successful. The other piece is really evaluating deals more proficiently and using the tools that we've already had. I mean, it was just a confirmation that we had these tools, but to be on the same page and using them.
I think from a skepticism point, I am the biggest skeptic ever. I don't trust a lot of people. I don't believe in a lot of things that I find on the internet, and especially if you're from another state, I'm just like, it doesn't work. It can't work, and but I think that you really should do your research on Lee. Once you take a look at all of the demographics, he's so transparent. There's not been another person in this position that has been so transparent with their business and how it runs and the functionality and how people are paid and how things are done. I mean, it really is a roadmap that you can just follow. And if you follow it, I promise you'll be successful.
To add to that, if you're on the fence and you run a real estate investment business and you feel tired and worn out and feeling like you're just worn out, and you just go, there's a smarter way. If you think that at all, come to this, because it's going to blueprint and template your process and systemize it in a way that's tangible, and you leave with it. And when we leave, we will be putting this in operation day one. So come.